highvolumemusicradio.com. The Business Knowledge Broker Hour.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing, accounting, social media, resources, strategies, tips, events. The Business Knowledge Broker Hour.
It's just savage business.
Grants, funding, capital, life
insurance,
annuities, finances, tax tips, strategies, music, business, local spotlights, business highlights, leadership, entrepreneurship. The Business Knowledge Broker Hour. highvolumemusicradio.com. Being out there. So, my next guest for the Business Knowledge Broker Hour is, she's an amazing woman. And when I saw that she was releasing her memoir, all I can say is yes. Because a lot of times when you gravitate and you meet people in life, you never really know what obstacles they've overcome, what trials and tribulations. And I'm just going to get her on the mic because I want her to introduce herself. So I'm going to bring up her mic. Greetings.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
All is well tonight. How are you?
Good. So first and foremost, I always leave the listeners in a little bit of suspense when it comes to my next guest. So I would absolutely love it if you would introduce yourself.
Well, I'm Cynthia Robinson Halsey. I'm a native of Houston, Texas, Third Ward community. Graduate of Robert Jordan High School. Attended Texas Southern University, Colorado University Online, Colorado Tech University Online, and mother of one child, divorced, and just through God, just was able to overcome a lot of obstacles. Candace just had a lot of problems from birth.
Yes, ma'am.
When it was time for me to be able to just do something as simple as walk, I was not able to do that. And so my memoir just brings that out because so many people used to look at me funny and go, why did she walk like that? Not knowing that I couldn't walk at all. And just by the grace of God and my mother just pushing me into greatness and getting help, here I am today. And I thank God for that.
Well, I have to say, Miss Cynthia Halsey, you have written a great memoir. I'm going to tell the listeners of High Volume Music, radio, those that are tuning in to the Business House Broker Hour with Candace Joseph. I'm going to tell you the name of it. I want you guys to read this book and get this greatness, okay? So that's a call of action from me. So the book is titled, Until You've Walked a Mile in My Shoes. And, I love it. She said that this is her memoir discussing her will to walk. And, I love this. So you guys go and check it out. It is on Amazon. Until You've Walked a Mile in My Shoes, My Will to Walk by author Cynthia Robinson Halsey. First and foremost, I have to say this. I didn't know it was a writer inside of you, ma'am. That's what I wanted to know. I did not know that.
It's a lot of things we don't know, sweetheart. I didn't know that all of the greatness inside of you was there. I've known you your whole entire life.
Yes, you have. Let's tell the listeners of the Business House Broker Hour, because I know they love to learn more about the business guru named Candace Joseph. Tell them a little bit about our connection.
Well, it's a family connection. Our families grew up in the same neighborhood, and I ended up working at a community organization with two of your aunts, and they just adopted me as their sister, and I'm still their sister.
That's right.
And it's just a great connection.
And look, you said my whole life. Yep.
Honey, your entire life.
This is the thing. When I read your book, it reminded me of my childhood. It really did. Okay. And since you said you've been knowing me my whole life, you know that, like you, there were medical trials and tribulations that I went through as well as a
Yeah.
kid and even into adulthood. And
Okay.
isn't it amazing how when you sit back and you think about your journey and you think about all the things that you've overcome that other people told you you never would.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know about you, but
Because
sometimes
it was
I sit back
told
and
that I would
smile.
never be able to walk. So
Hmm.
here I am.
Oh yeah. And sometimes when you go into those reflective moments, I know for me, I sit back and smile, and I think about those things. And when I read your memoir, it just, I mean, first and foremost, I have to say thank you for writing this, because
Oh, you're welcome.
a lot of times when people think about marginalized communities, they think about, oh, okay, we're talking about race or ethnicity, or we're talking about male or female issues, and it's like, no, some marginalized communities are people that live with disabilities seen and unseen.
Exactly.
And I love the fact that, through your journey in your memoir, you stated, hey, I had a great foundation. Hey, I had people backing me. Hey, I had people supporting me. So it's kind of like, when you are surrounded by love and real support and truth, you just keep walking every day. You just, you push forward to be greater.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
The term it takes a village. I definitely had a beautiful village, and a great majority of that village is still with me today. Since it's my two sisters and my cousin who actually spoke the book into existence. Candace, I was actually given 48 hours to live back in 2015. And I kept saying, look, I'm trying to concern myself with what's going on here. That trying to push me to go to surgery, and I don't want to go. But he said, look, somebody needs to know. Remember, I've been there through all the steps of your life. So somebody needs to know because it will help and encourage something.
yes,
So through that, I was able to go ahead and be obedient to God and just get it.
and the thing about it is that a lot of times we don't know whose life we'll touch even with one page.
Exactly.
And I think as I read this, and I've read it several times over the last couple of days, and I've just been sitting here like, wow, because I know what that's like when people are telling you, oh, okay, you should write your story, people should know your journey, and you're sitting back and for me, I've been approached with that, and the only thing I keep thinking about is like, my journey is still going.
Exactly.
It's still going. And I have to say, this inspired me more to keep pushing forward with, everything that I do. And I know that this book will touch many lives. I have no doubt at all.
I certainly hope so. That was the goal in getting the story out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Look, you did that because I felt like, when you talked about perseverance and you talked about, keep, that term, keep pushing, like you did that. And you set yourself up with goals. You said, these are the goals that I want to meet. This is what I want to do. And you push through.
Yeah.
You push through. So I want you to give a few words of encouragement to someone that's out there that's listening that may be dealing with something seen or unseen. Give them some words of wisdom from you as to how they can overcome and push through.
Absolutely no matter what the adversary wants us to see, all things can be done through Christ. If you believe that you can do it, and if you set goals for yourself and you push through whatever platform or program that you've been introduced to, and you're given goals, such as I had occupational physical therapy almost my whole life. And so, of course, I had to meet one goal to go to the next step. And I just approached it like that, and I'm still going. Every day is a new chapter to my journey. You just have to simply believe in yourself, push yourself, and move to get to the point where you need to be.
I love that. I love that. Thank you for putting your journey, thus far in on paper. Thank you for becoming a part of, the great literature history that people need to know about. We need more stories like this. People are used to seeing, where, famous celebrities and sports figures talk about how they have overcome trials and tribulations, but it's great to know that someone that from my community who went to the same elementary school that I went to, that worked with my aunts, that's a part of my neighborhood, wrote an awesome book about their life. Thank you for doing that.
Candace, you're so very welcome. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about it because it needs to be known. There are issues that people deal with, like you say, seen and unseen. And we all need to be pushed to a point of greatness.
Yes, ma'am. Look, that's the only thing that I know. I think for me it was just something that was embedded from me from watching great people around me go through things and overcome them. So for me, there are no limits. There are no excuses. I'm someone who now walks with a cane, and if someone would have told me 10 years ago that this would be my life today, I'd be like, no, I overcome a lot of things, since childhood illnesses and things like that. I've overcome all those things. I'm going into adulthood. I'm going to live the rest of my life, and I'm going to travel, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to hop in my car and drive, hours and hours to different states just to, eat the local food, But now it's like, what? I can still do those things. I just have to operate a little bit differently.
I can relate to that.
I love it though. I love it because I love the fact that you put these things in words, that you put this out for people to get, because I've met a lot of people that have different illnesses and things that they went through health wise, and I had no clue. You have no clue. Like, I'm a person, I don't pry into people's personal lives and say, okay, well, why this and why that, because I know sometimes for certain people that could be touchy. Me, I'm open book. I'll just tell you. Someone asks me, I just tell you. So I love the fact that you put your life, your memoir in words in order to encourage someone else to know that they can push towards their goals. You're awesome.
Thank you, Candace, and thank you for having me tonight.
Thank you. So I'm going to give the listeners of High Bar Music Radio, the Business Knowledge Broker Hour with Candace Joseph, I'm going to give them the title to this book again. Until You've Walked a Mile in My Shoes, My Will to Walk. Author Cynthia Robinson Halsey. I love saying that. Author. I love it. And I want you to tell people how they can find this book to get this greatness. And I want them to read it for themselves. And then I want them to buy a copy or two for people that they know that need to get this greatness. How can they find it?
The book is available in paperback form only, but it is at Amazon.com. And also you can reach out to me at CynthiaHalsey91gmail.com. I have copies that I can ship to you. And I'm also on Facebook as Author Cynthia Robinson Halsey. You can communicate with me there.
That's awesome. Well, I know for me, I am going to put on all my social media platforms the link to purchase this book, and also a picture of the book so they can see it. And I want to say thank you for creating a great body of work, and thank you for being you. Thank you for being one of those, local heroes from my neighborhood that I can look up to and see greatness and keep striving for greatness. Thank you.
Thank you, Candace.
Have a good evening. Thank you for being my guest.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay, good night. Bye-bye. musicradio.com. The Business Knowledge Broker out.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing,